What is the bone of contention here? Since 1999, we've had governors, after their immunity, after serving out their terms, the anti-graft agency will invite them and they will go and, answer to whatever question the anti-agency will have. Why is this one of Yahaya Bello different?
No one is above the law. Yahaya Bello is most certainly not above the law. The EFCC is an agency of government. It is empowered by law to enforce the law as to corruption offenses. But it must do so according to law.
So what is the hula baloo about this one?
Beautiful. Now, my dear brother here is claiming that the EFCC was invited. In law, we place a high premium on documentation. As he is here, he cannot present a document of Yahaya Bello being. By the way, I'm not Yahaya Bello's lawyer. Yahaya Bello has a lawyer. So I'm not holding brief for former Governor Yahaya Bello. I'm holding brief for the rule of law. And I am, without any apologies to anybody, I am showing solidarity with Yahaya Bello as my fellow party man. My fellow party man, without apologies to anybody. My fellow party man that helped, that assisted my president, President Bola Tinubu, to win election. So I don't owe any apologies to anybody. Now, he cannot show you a document. He can't produce a document to show that the EFCC invited Yahaya Bello. So what is Yaya's documentation to show that he has been invited? Rather, the chairman of the EFCC, who is a lawyer, who is my learned colleague, called a press conference. According to him, he called Yahaya Bello on the phone, and he said Yahaya Bello should come to the EFCC headquarters, and that he would smuggle him through the back door into his office and interview him in his office. As if, you are talking to a former governor. Even if the person is an Okada rider, is the person so dull that suppose something happened to him through the back door, then you will now flip and say that it's Yahaya that was trying to smuggle himself through the back door and something happened to him. Please, that was not an invitation. Please.
I take exception to the word back door. I take very serious exception to that. If you listen to the chairman's interview, he never mentioned the word back door. He's a gentleman. He's learned in law. He knows the procedures. He knows the processes. So there is no basis for back door. What he said in a gentlemanly way, after all the procedural things have been done, the documentation have been done, he has been duly invited, he called him as a gentleman. You have a matter here. Can you please make yourself available? Which is normal. So there is nothing like he said he's going to smuggle in. No, I take serious exception to that. Because he never said that. He said that as a seasoned administrator, as an anti-graft fighter, who is interested in the progress of the nation. Now, my brother is talking about documentation. Why are we standing logic on the head? There has been so many instances, there have been so many avenues that have been created for Yahaya Bello to present himself. We have had former governors that turned themselves in, gentlemanly. They were invited and they just walk in.
Oyewale after 7
Oyewale was just walking. Willie Obiano he made himself available.
Yes.
Now, if you don't want,
was he given a letter, my brother?
Yahaya Bello was invited.
Where is the letter?
In the way all other former governors were invited.
No, that is not true.
But this insisting on documentation, all of these things, let us face the facts. There is no point beating about the bush. There is no point trying to hide, around one finger. The question is there a basis for him to make himself answerable to all the charges that are preferred against him? Yes. Why has he not made himself available?
That will be a very simple question, Mr. Onakwasa.
Because he has not been invited. You invite me by documentation. You write me a letter. You write a human being a letter. You don't call him on the phone and tell him to pass through the back door of the office.
I just told you now.
Where is it? Ask him where is his documentation.
I just told you now. You see,
does he have a letter? Does he have a copy of a letter which is my learned friend Barrister Olukoyede sent to Yahaya Bello, inviting him from
as a lawyer, please wait. You see,
no,
I expect that you will have exhausted every avenue of investigation, fact finding, you know, before making all of this in the glare of the public. We have our administrative processes and we have our administrative procedures. You have just said that you are not his lawyer. So how will you have known whether all those administrative processes were exhausted or not?
Do you have
I am telling you that he was duly invited, and aside from
you should ask him to provide documentation.
Okay, moving on now.